There we go. All right. Hello, everybody. This is the first Balance Audit. My name is Dr. Ryan, but I am not acting as a doctor, and I definitely want to make sure that you, Katie, are aware of that as well. I am not your doctor right now. I'm literally just your balance coach. We're going to assess your balance, try a couple different exercises, and see how much we can improve right then and there, and see why you've had balance issues for so long. Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
All righty. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Your balance system has basically 14 different brain areas involved with it, not including your eyes. So there's three what's called semicircular canals. There's two that are in the front. There's two that are horizontal, so moving head left and right, and then two that are posterior. So two in the front, that's kind of like nodding head forward, head right, head left is the horizontal, and then the posterior ones is like head up, just like that. So that's six of them right there. Then we have the otoliths. That's the utricle and the saccule. We have those on either side. So utricle and the saccule on the right, utricle and the saccule on the left. Those help kind of the saccule, for example, helps us fight gravity. So up and down motion. So just standing there, sitting, anything like that. Walking is getting that as well. Riding in an elevator, anything like that. It's always activated because we always have to fight gravity, and it helps with our pitch forward and backwards like this. So if I see any kind of like swaying on the balance going forward and backwards, I know it's either the anterior canals, the posterior canals, or it's the saccule that's involved with that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
The utricle detects motion in the horizontal plane. So this is going to be like scooting in a chair, driving in a car. This is like forward, backwards, right, left, anything like that, just all in this plane. That's the utricle. Then there's the left side of the cerebellum, the middle cerebellum, and the right side of the cerebellum. And all of this information then goes to the vestibular nuclei in the brainstem. So we're basically going to try to dissect what areas are problematic with you, Katie. And let me pull up your things real quick. Just a brief little history. You've had balance issues since you were around 6 years old. You had a concussion then, and kind of felt like you've had, imbalance, feeling pulled to one side, brain fog, motion sensitivity, neck pain, of course, visual motion sensitivity, difficulty focusing your eyes, fatigue, all that kind of stuff. So we are definitely going to be trying to figure out what's actually causing that. So let's go ahead and get started. Go ahead and grab that blue pad for me. So
Yeah.
this is called an Eric's pad, which most people don't have this, but Katie happened to have this, so this is great. Go ahead and place that on the ground. We are going to stand on it with your feet close together, just not touching. Okay, perfect. Arms to your side, just like they are. All right. And then with your eyes closed, I want you to stay as still as you can. Okay. Eyes closed. Okay, so basically what I'm doing is I'm trying to figure out where she's moving, kind of assessing how much she's moving, things like that. Okay, eyes open. Okay, our eyes help us know where we are in space. So with the eyes closed, it's taking that out, and now we're just testing the vestibular system. We stand on this this foam pad, so that way we can take out the proprioception, which makes it a little bit harder to know where we are in space. Okay, let's go head turning to the left. So turn your head to the left. Perfect. Arms to your side. Perfect. And eyes closed.
Oh, this is so much harder.
Yep. Okay, so I see that she's kind of fallen back into the right a
Yep.
little bit, a little back. Okay, eyes open. Now let's check the other side. We'll go to the right and eyes closed. Okay, this side doesn't seem as bad. How does this side feel
I
compared to the
feel
other?
like I'm going forward. Like
Forward
my
with this one?
my toes are kicking in here.
Okay. Eyes open. All right, let's look down to the floor. Good. Eyes closed. Okay, fairly stable with this one. And eyes
Good.
open.
It doesn't feel so wobbly. Yeah.
Yep. Okay, and then last one, be careful with this one. Open your eyes if you need to, but we're gonna go head up to the ceiling and then close the eyes. This is usually people's hardest one. Okay, how do you feel with this one?
I'm bringing my knees with me.
Yep, yep. Our body often does a little, kinda like a compensation pattern. So as this goes up, we lean forward onto our toes to help kinda offset that. Okay, let's go ahead and get the pad, out of the way, and then we're gonna do what's called Fukuda's step test. So this right here, what we just did was called Romberg's, and we're testing each one of those canals that I was telling you about. So head down is both anterior canals as well as the saccule. Head up, both of the posterior canals and the saccule. Head right was the right horizontal canal. Head left was the left horizontal canal. So, and then head neutral is kind of testing the whole system together. Okay, we are going to do Fukuda's step test now. So basically, what you're going to do, arms out in front of you, kind of like you're a zombie. Perfect. We're going to do a high step. Try to get your knees level with your hips each time. Okay. So we're going to do a high step very quickly, right and left, back and forth. We're going to try to get around 50 reps. Okay. Very quickly, eyes are going to be closed. I'm going to see where you travel. I'm going to see if you go forward, backwards, rotation, anything like that. That's going to show me what's kind of pulling you in these different directions. Okay.
Okay.
So go ahead and start eyes closed, start marching in place. Perfect height. Good. Fast, fast, fast. A little higher. Good. And eyes open. You can stop.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Okay.
So we rotated to the left and we definitely came forward.
Whoa,
Okay.
yeah.
Yep. And that actually correlates because when your head was to the left, that was a little bit more, you had less control when your head was to the left than when your head was to the right. Okay. So that kind of tells me we might have something going on with that left side, that left horizontal canal. It's not the whole left side, it is just that left horizontal canal. Okay.
Got it.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do an exercise and then we're going to retest that. Okay. Because right now this shows me that this is kind of like the lowest hanging fruit. Okay. It's one of the bigger things that's going on. Do you have like an office chair or anything like that close by that you can rotate in?
Yep.
Perfect. There we go. Perfect. Okay. What I'm going to have you do, yep, have a seat. I'm going to have your thumb out in front of you and I want you to just look at your thumb. Okay. We are going to rotate all the way around very slowly. I want it to take about 30 seconds to go all the way around rotation in the chair. Okay. You're going to stare at your thumb the whole time and it's going to stay right in the middle.
Go to the
Okay.
left or the right?
Sorry, to the left.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to rotate to the left very slowly, as smooth as you can. Perfect. And just stare at your thumb the whole time. So basically what this is doing is it's a VOR cancellation. So it's the vestibular ocular reflex and it's a cancellation. So when you rotate to the left, the eyes naturally want to go to the right. They want to move to the opposite direction. So when we're looking at our thumb and we're rotating to the left, the eyes want to go to the right, but we're staring at the thumb and we're inhibiting that, which can actually calm down an overactive canal. And then we're going to retest. So we're going to go just one time around and then we're going to retest. And if this is something that her brain likes or her vestibular system likes, then she will continue to do this at home until it can start to calm down and stick a little bit longer. And perfect. Okay, go ahead and just move the chair out of the way real quick. Okay, go ahead and grab the Eric's pad again, the blue pad. And then let's recheck. Go ahead and step on. Now, with this, we have no way of actually measuring it. It's more just kind of eyeballing it, but we will do the Fukuda step test as well. In my own actual clinic, I have a platform that measures any kind of movement that you do. So I can do exercises like this and then retest and show you, hey, look, we actually got better. Okay, but with this, it's a little bit different, but let's go ahead and turn your head to the left. Okay, and then eyes closed for me. Okay, eyes open. How'd that feel compared to the other one?
My chest is straighter. Like,
Yeah.
my back feels straighter.
Uh,
It's
yeah, you
that's
didn't move as much, your arms didn't kinda shoot out as much as it did the last time, so that's great. Let's retest, the Fukuda step test. So go ahead and move that out of the way, and then same thing, just kinda right there, perfect, and eyes closed, go ahead and start marching. And eyes open, good. Okay, little bit of a rotation, but way less,
way
okay?
less.
Way less, that's great. You still went forward, but that's gonna be a different brain area, okay?
Okay.
Okay, and it's literally just kind of picking away at little things. Remember, there's 14 different brain areas. Nobody ever just has one issue, right? It's always like, it's this issue with this issue and this one, so it's just figure out what your combination is, okay? And then is it overactive or is it underactive, okay? So I wanna try another thing to help kind of ramp up the, uh essentially the right side, okay? So
Okay.
what we're gonna do, let's go ahead and have a seat back in that chair. I like to do things seated. Oh, and that's the other thing too that's interesting. That exercise that you did was a seated exercise, and
Yeah.
then we retested your balance and it got better. So a lot of people, it's counterintuitive to them, right? They're just like, "Wait, that makes no sense. Why did my balance get better when the exercise was seated? We didn't do a balancing exercise." I isolated where the actual problem was, which was that left horizontal canal, and then we retested that left horizontal canal, and then it got better. Okay. So if you can actually pinpoint where the dysfunctions are, then you can actually make better changes and you don't have to just practice balancing. You fix the areas and rehab the areas that are causing this balance issues in the first place. Make sense?
Awesome. Yeah, this totally makes sense.
Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to have your right thumb go from right to left across your body, and you're going to move your head center and then to the right. So
Okay.
watch me for a second. So I'm going to look at my thumb. So my eyes are shifted over to the right. I'm going to slowly move it across the screen while my head moves in the opposite direction. Then I'm
Oh,
going
boy.
to close my eyes when it gets to the end and reset both.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead. All right, so thumb right there, perfect. Slowly move your thumb to the left, good, while your head moves to the right. Okay, rotate your head to the right. There you go, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going, and close your eyes and reset. Good. So reset your arm back to the right, and then your head back to neutral. Good. Now open your eyes, and we're gonna do that again. So look at your thumb again. We're gonna go 5 times total. So head straight, perfect. Look over at your eye or at your thumb, perfect. Slowly rotate that, and then move the head in the opposite direction. There you go, perfect. Good. And there, close your eyes and reset. Good. 3 more times. So this is ramping up the right horizontal canal, because if you're rotating to the left, it could be that left side that's overactive, but it could be the right side that's underactive. And so that's what we're kind of testing right here. And rotate the head, good. And eyes closed, bring it back to neutral. Let's go one more. Good. And opposites, good. Perfect. So when you move your head in the opposite way of the target, good, and you can be done. When you move your head in the opposite way of the target, that can actually cause that side to ramp up the vestibular ocular reflex, the gain of that, okay? So when it's moving in the opposite direction, the brain's kinda like, "Oh, crap, I need to ramp this up," and that can kinda strengthen something that's underactive, all right? So that's what we're doing there. You did blink a lot afterwards, so it might not be a good thing. A lot of times when we're blinking, it's like kind of a sign of fatigue. So it might not be it, but let's go ahead and recheck it. So let's go ahead and just do Fukuda step test again. Okay. And I
Well,
always
I tend to get, um, double vision.
do you? Okay.
Yeah, like, when like, looking at what's that was just very interesting that I really wanted to blink a lot.
Yeah. Okay. Go ahead and eyes closed. Start marching. And go ahead and stop. Okay. So we went a little to the right that time. Okay. So most likely that right side is not underactive. Okay. It's just the left side that is. All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright, that makes sense.
So that rules that out. So we're going to that's going to be one of your exercises at home then, okay? So we're going to look at the thumb and we are going to rotate to the left, one full rotation looking at your thumb, okay? Because we need to calm down that left horizontal canal.
Okay.
One rotation, keep it slow, 30 seconds to go all the way around.
Okay.
Okay? All right, let's go ahead and let's do go ahead and grab the blue pad again. And then go ahead and step on there. Okay, and then let's go head up again and eyes closed. Okay, and I can kind of tell that she's on her toes a lot. Is that
Yep.
correct?
Yes.
Yep. Okay. And go ahead and open your eyes. And let's go ahead and hop off that pad.
I
Okay.
didn't want to take my knees with me that time, though.
Yeah. So head up, that's going to hit the saccule as well as both of the both of the posterior canals. Okay. A lot of people have issues with this one. This is a very difficult or a very common thing for people to have issues with. So what we can do is we can do a number of things, honestly. Let's try this first and let's see if we can kind of calm down an overactive, let's say posterior canals. Okay. So same thing. Let's go ahead and have a seat in the chair. Since we can't rotate for this one, what we're going to do is we're going to have our thumb out in front of us. And we are going to, if you watch me from the side, we are going to stare at the thumb as it goes up. We're going to tilt our head and then keep it there for a few seconds, close your eyes, and then reset. Okay?
Okay.
So thumb out in front of you. Okay. We're going to stare at the thumb. The thumb and the eyes are locked in the whole time. Your eyes in your socket should not move at all. Okay. So as you go up, your head should tilt back at the equal amount. Perfect. Good. Head back, head back, head back. And pause there. 3, 2, 1. Close your eyes and reset. Good. And again. Okay. We're going to tilt back, head back, head back. Good. Tilt that head back. Perfect. Right there. Pause. 3, 2, 1, and eyes closed. Reset. We're going to go 3 more times. Okay. And again, look at your thumb. Tilt your head back. Tilt your head back. Tilt your head back. Tilt your head back. Good. And pause there. 3, 2, 1. Good. 2 more times. And again. Perfect. Good. Pause there. 3, 2, 1. Good. Eyes closed. Reset. And last one. So same concept. This is a VOR cancellation. And we'll see if this is the issue. It could be that the anterior canals are underactive. It could be a saccule issue. So basically what I'm trying to do is I'm funneling it down to find the actual area. Okay. Doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and hop back on that blue pad and let's recheck. And this could actually help with the translation forward and backwards as well. I don't love Fukuda's step test just because, no, you're good. You're good with that. Yeah, we're going to do that one. With Fukuda's step test, if the legs aren't going up equally, like your left leg hasn't been going up as high, so that can kind of affect how you rotate and things like that.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah, I'm kind of watching that kind of stuff. So there are little errors, but when it's virtual like this, it's a great thing that we can do. We are limited, but it's still good. Okay, go ahead and step back on.
That's funny because in my head they're the same.
Yeah, exactly. And according to
My
your map,
perception of it.
your
Yeah.
map in your brain feels equal. Okay, head up for me. Good, and then eyes closed.
I don't feel like my toes are
They're not digging in as much?
not as much, but they still
Good.
are.
Okay. Perfect, and then go ahead and hop off. Let's recheck Fukuda's. Let's see if if that changed anything there. Okay, arms out in front of you. Perfect. We might get a little bit of rotation again. That is completely normal. These exercises, they will not last until we continue to do them, right? So usually it's about 3 minutes on the brain that it's active. It depends on the person. Um, so yeah, so we might see a little bit of a rotation with it. But anyways, go ahead. Arms out in front of you. Start marching. Good. And eyes open. Good. Okay. So we rotated again, but we didn't really move forward. So that's a good
Oh,
thing.
yeah, that's great.
So you stayed pretty in line. So that's great. Okay. So we found two things that your brain likes. All right. So we found the rotation to the left, and then we found this one going up. Okay.
Got it.
So I'm going to give you two other exercises to do as well. Actually, three, because I feel like you might be able to benefit from this one. So you're basically going to have 5 exercises that I want you to do 2 to 3 times a day. Okay.
Okay.
And then send me a message in a couple weeks and let me know how you're feeling. Are you getting any less dizziness, any less, balance issues? Do you feel more confident going down the stairs? All of that kind of stuff. Okay. Just kind of let me know. There are, like I said, there's 14 different brain areas. We're kind of getting the low hanging fruit right now. And then we'll kind of see, maybe we'll do a part 2 episode and figure out, other things that your brain needs. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Um,
love to not feel like I was gonna fall down the steps. That would
Absolutely, yeah. So, okay, so what we're gonna do, and you can have a seat, uh, and I'll write all this out for you too. But basically, one of your exercises is gonna be looking at your thumb. We are gonna
okay.
rotate to the left all the way around, 30 seconds to go all the way around. Okay,
Yep.
that's one of the exercises. The other one, 5 reps of looking at your thumb. Make sure it's not too close. We're gonna look at the thumb, and we're gonna go up just like this. Pause for 3 to 5 seconds at the top, just staring at your thumb, eyes closed, and then bring it back. Okay.
Got
So that's
it.
the second one, 5 reps of those. The next two that we're going to do, so those ones are basically calming down the overactivity of the canals. Okay. The left horizontal canal, a little overactive. The posterior canal is a little overactive. Okay. Then we're going to fine tune it and show it kind of what it's supposed to be like. Okay. So if you just calm it down, then the brain's going to be like, well, what do you want? Like, what kind of, how much do you want me to work essentially? So what we're going to do is thumbs out in front of you, just like this. Perfect. We're going to look at your right thumb. Let's have them a little more separated, just a little bit. There,
Okay.
right there. Okay. Go ahead and look at your left thumb.
Left. Okay.
Oh, good. Slowly rotate your head to the right while you're still looking at your left thumb. Okay, good. Keep going, keep going, keep going. There. Now jump your eyes to the right thumb. Good. And slowly move your head to the left. Good. And then jump your eyes to the left thumb. Good. And slowly rotate your head to the right. Good. And to the left. Or sorry, to the right thumb. Good. Head to the left. Perfect. Okay. So that one is called horizontal slingshot saccades. So a saccade is a fast eye movement. So it's basically just looking at the thumb, slowly rotating, jumping the eyes, slowly rotating. I can't stress slow enough.
Okay.
Okay. Keep it slow. Most of the time when therapists do like, no-nos or something like that, they're going way too fast. The brain needs slow to figure out exactly what's going on. That's why I'm having you do 30 seconds to go all the way around.
Okay.
Okay. With that exercise, everything needs to be super slow. Okay, so that's horizontal, and then we're going to go vertical. So I like to say eye level and chin level. Okay, so and then out in front of you. Perfect. Go ahead and look at your top thumb. We're going to nod forward, but keep looking at that top thumb. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Jump your eyes to the bottom thumb and bring your head back up. Perfect. And just to neutral. Don't go back with this one. Just back to neutral. Okay.
Okay.
And then look at that top thumb again and nod forward. Top thumb, top thumb. Good. And bottom thumb. And head slowly back up to there. Good. Perfect. Same thing. Up and down is 1 rep, 10 reps total. Okay.
Okay.
And then the very last one I want you to do are the cross crawl taps. Have you seen me do that one on any videos?
Oh, I forget. My wife sure wants
Wait,
you to do it. Yeah.
yeah, let me scoot on back so you can kind of see me. And there we go. Can you see me? Okay.
Yes.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna lift our right hand and our left foot at the same time, and then
Oh, I
tap.
remember this one. Yep. Okay.
Now lift our left hand and our right foot at the same time and tap it down. Okay? We're gonna do this, what's called a cross crawl pattern. Okay? Back and forth. And this, some people pick it up very easily and some people don't. I would like you to eventually do it to a metronome, okay, or a song. I don't care what the beat is. I don't care what the song is. I eventually want you, if you can get it down, do it to the beat, okay? Doing it to the beat stimulates the cerebellum even better. And then it also stimulates what's called the basal ganglia, which helps with any kind of movement control that we're doing, okay? The cerebellum helps modulate and fine tune so much of our balance. So we got to make sure that the cerebellum is working so that it can help kind of fine tune any overactivity or underactivity of any other part of the balance system. Okay,
Okay. This is
makes sense.
fascinating. Yeah,
So,
because as soon
so
as I
that
take
exercise can be
yeah.
amazing. I would like you to start with that exercise, prime the cerebellum, and then do the other ones after that.
Okay.
Okay. And always end with the horizontal and vertical slingshot saccades. I don't care which one's first, but always end with that one because we're toning down overactivity, both left and then up. And then we're fine tuning it with the other. Okay.
Okay.
So we
Wow.
kind of go tone it down, then re fine tune it. Okay.
This is
So
amazing. Thank you.
let's do this for like I said, let's do this 2 to 3 times a day. Let's get it to stick. And then we'll reassess. Okay, we'll go maybe 2 weeks. Reach out to me and let me know how you're feeling. Again, this isn't everything. This is just a couple of the main areas that I saw that were the most problematic, and then we'll kind of reassess and kind of go from there. Okay.
Oh, wonderful.
All right. What questions do you have? I know that this could be a lot.
The last one, I have to really focus.
Uh-huh.
I get
For this one,
oh, no,
or
I'm sorry, the
the tap.
tapping,
Yeah,
I yeah, I have to really focus.
yeah, which tells me that the cerebellum is probably a little factor of your balance. So, do you drink alcohol, for example?
No. I
No, have you
usually
ever?
do. Yeah,
Okay,
oh,
you
yeah.
used to. So when you get drunk, you know how you kind of stumble and stuff?
Yes, yeah.
That is the cerebellum that's getting affected by that. So whenever we drink alcohol, I think I have a school post on this, but whenever we drink alcohol, like the field sobriety test that the police officers do,
Yeah.
they are looking at cerebellum function because the cerebellum is one of the first areas to get affected by alcohol. So it affects our balance. All right. So we got to make sure, like I said, to get that cerebellum working properly, doing that cross crawl pattern. There's a bunch of different cerebellum exercises that we can do. Like shoot the bunny is technically a cerebellum exercise. Alternating finger tapping, where their fingers are going in the opposite.
Yes, I was talking to my friend Mary today about the shoot
Yep.
the bunny, and I was like, "Shoot, I can't do it. I can't do
Yeah.
it quickly as much as
And
how fast
that can
you
be
do."
something to practice as well, yeah. Uh, Again, it's that one's, I don't like as much as the cross crawl pattern, or the cross crawl taps because the hands hit what's called the dentate nucleus of the cerebellum. It's a very, it's an important area, don't get me wrong, but you're only hitting that one area as opposed to the feet as well, um, and getting like especially to a metronome and things like that, you're just getting more of the cerebellum involved when doing that cross crawl pattern.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Okay, so that's why I like it better than shoot the bunny and those kind of things. But those are amazing as well.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
this is
what
so
other questions?
fascinating. Um, when I do the, looking up this way and to this side,
Yep.
I'm having a hard time with the stuff that's around my thumb. Like, I'm getting distracted by my peanut butter and the
Uh huh.
oil and stuff. So should
Yeah.
I do it on a blank
Absolutely.
wall?
Great question. If it's especially somebody like you that says, you kind of get like dizziness or disoriented or whatever when it's like busy visual stimulus,
Yes.
like grocery stores and things like that. Yes, absolutely do these first with a blank background, something
Okay.
that's not going to be distracting with that. Okay.
Okay.
So good question with that. Yeah.
And then when I lean my head up,
Yep.
right at my crease where my hairline is, I definitely it doesn't hurt, but I don't normally feel that part of my head.
Yeah, so the vestibular system, your balance system, has connections everywhere. has connections to your amygdala, so like fight or flight, your autonomic nervous system, so like respiratory rate, blood pressure, heart rate, anything like that. Also, your muscles. Okay, so for example, if you feel like you're falling, what do? We naturally reach out our arms, our feet move in a certain direction, everything like that to help us not fall. And that is just something we don't even think about. So it controls all of our muscle tone too, especially with our neck. When our neck is chronically tight like that, it's guarding. Okay. If you're doing a movement that your brain's not used to, it might start guarding. And that's why you're probably feeling that.
Yeah.
And we did a lot of different balance tests, right? Just in a
Okay.
short period of time. So when you feel unstable, what's going to happen? You might tighten your jaw, your neck, your back, anything like that to help try to ground yourself. Because standing on that balance pad, you're just like, oh, what is going on? I don't like it. I don't feel right. I don't know where I am in space. And that's what we're trying to train. We're trying to recalibrate that system and help you know where you are in space. Okay.
And that would make sense that my legs feel weird at the moment as well because,
Absolutely.
yeah, it
Absolutely.
affects my whole
Everything
body.
is affected. And I do like when people feel this way because I'm like, look, it's not just about balance. It's not just about falling, which is extremely important. It has connections everywhere. So any kind of like chronic muscle tightness, we got to evaluate the vestibular system as well. You can't just keep doing, acupuncture, dry needling, massage, chiropractic, anything like that. And it's just a band-aid, right? Not saying it's always a band-aid, but if it keeps coming back, it's a band-aid. We got
Yeah.
to figure out what's going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for being on the first episode. And yeah, we'll keep in touch. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much. I really appreciate this.
Yes. All righty. Well, take care.
Have a good night.
You too.